No,
Why not?
no, no, we're live.
Can we kiss?
No, we're
Oh,
live.
Otis just did a big stretch.
Alright. Mods, I'm gonna need one of you to add the gay tag to stream. Those two are a bit, you know.
The
Dude,
what?
that's a crazy idea, actually. My content is gay enough to fit the tag.
Good. Gay.
Ooh. I probably shouldn't have these on the same monitor. Is that gonna fuck things up if I switch this?
Jesus.
Is it back to normal? Is the stream normal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
On Discord anyway. Let's see. Regular. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Alright. This one doesn't
This is a
just...
stub.
You can help by adding
Wow.
to this article.
Wow.
I do like the implication of this one from what I've read, but
Yeah. God, who gets the honor of doing the bulk of 049?
that's a good question.
I mean, he's my favorite.
Uh-huh.
Not my favorite, but like he's
Uh-huh.
one of my big ones. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just do
You and everyone else who's read an SCP.
I will do 048 then.
Okay.
Alright. Item number SCP-048. Object class none. See description. Special containment procedures. The designation 048 is to be retired from the SCP catalog. No future SCPs are to be assigned to this number. Description: SCP-48 has long been considered the cursed SCP number by SCP staff. Any items given this designation tend to be destroyed, decommissioned, stolen, or otherwise lost to the Foundation, usually through no fault of any individual person. In addition, personnel assigned to SCP-48 in its various incarnations have had a 50% higher rate of turnover due to death, dismemberment, and disciplinary action. Whether or not the number 48 actually has any supernatural qualities is unknown, but given the superstition around this number, the designation has been removed from the catalog in order to help maintain employee morale. This is ridiculous. I'll prove to you, superstitious bastards, that you're all just being pussies. The restriction on 48 is now removed and assigned to data expunged. Addendum 2. SCP-48, data expunge, was accidentally thrown into the trash this morning and lost. In an unrelated incident, Dr. Cortez's arms were accidentally traumatically amputated in a horrific lunchroom blender accident.
Jesus fucking Christ.
SCP-48 closed.
That's from an 05.
Yeah, guys, nothing's gonna bad happen. Dear God.
Addendum 3. SCP-48 has once again removed from the archives after it became highly apparent that no such vampire boat had ever existed, much less come under the Foundation control. It's currently believed that this error occurred when a low-level researcher attempted to save his awesome story idea to his hard drive and instead overwrote the blank slot reserved for SCP-48. Said researcher has been removed from any and all archival duties for the time being.
Highway fit.
Hello,
I love how
yes,
it's
kitty.
literally.
Fuck!
Dumbass.
I love how it's literally just a number. That's
I like
it.
it's clearly inspired by the number 13 and like all the superstition around that. Like, you know how certain
Yeah.
floors in buildings just won't have like a floor 11 or no 13, my bad, because it's considered
No, we don't want
unlucky.
11 either.
Yeah,
Like,
Highway fit.
I imagine the person that created the article was like, dude, I fucking hate the number 48.
Imagine they hated like the number like 3033 or whatever instead more, but it's just like that's way too far down the line, so they decided to just
Divisible
settle
by
for
12,
48.
6, 4, and 2. I'm gonna kill someone. Anyways.
Why are you looking at me, Otis? He's looking
Yeah.
straight at. Oh, he's on the move.
Oh, dude.
He's
He's a
bathing.
funny cat.
He's bathing Junior right now.
Criminal. Anyways.
Oh! Oh!
Jump scare.
Okay.
So this one, yeah, it is gonna be a big one.
This is
It's a much longer article than most of what we've handled before.
Wait, is that an
we're in the
audio
presence
file?
of royalty. Yes.
They are
Wow.
audio files, but there's like 20 minutes worth of audio files here.
Which I'm not sure if we want to. I mean, maybe we play one just to get like an example of the voice, but
And I think we just do the voices on our own.
I think we could do just one. But
He does sound pretty badass. If
from
you
what I
ask
recall,
me.
Vulcan does a pretty good job with the voice.
Okay, I have an idea. I could play the doctor, I guess, and or no,
Oh,
Oh, can you
not
speak
the
French?
doctor. I mean this doctor.
okay. And who's gonna be 4-9?
I was thinking you could be 049 Vigil, and Mord, you could handle the
Oh, thanks.
That is
You-
actually
and that you
good.
can handle like the documentation, Mord, and you can sub in for like some of the doctors. Then is that fair?
I mean, I don't really care either way. I'm just giving you shit, but fine.
Yeah, because I feel like this is a long enough article that it's like a split custody one rather than just a single person does the bulk of
No,
it.
I understand. It's
Yeah.
just
I do remember it being
Respectfully.
shorter, though. I do remember it being shorter.
To be fair, some of this could have been added on post, like as seen
probably.
popularity. Yeah. How about we decide? You can handle like the main documentation, and we'll decide on roles per interview. Like that'll be
Actually, how
fair.
many interviews are there really?
There's like
There's
what?
one there, one. Oh no, this is just
No,
more
those are observation
observations.
logs. I could do
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, which would give you a lot more to do. And then here's another interview log, some more for you, another interview log,
My
another
only
interview
my
log.
only concern is that
Oh, there's another doctor I saw. Yeah, there's other doctors too. I could
I'm not
do.
quite sure.
I honestly could do 4-9 if you want me to. I don't care.
What do you
I could
think,
do it.
Ward?
I mean, I thought that was the original plan. Vigil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then yeah, we can do that.
I was going to say I don't know.
You don't know about what?
Having him do 049.
What?
Do you want me to be in a normal voice?
No, I was actually thinking he looks good because streamer.
Oh,
Oh, I guess I could.
I mean,
I don't know if I could do a
Oh.
good accent for 049 is the problem.
Again, perhaps we listen to a bit of his voice.
I do know what he sounds like without having the
It's been a
audio.
while, but also I wonder if let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
take
just
it as
get
we go.
let's
Let's
just
get
get
some
this done.
reading in.
Mommy, man.
1 second.
I do like how they just like you hover over the picture and it zooms in like, oh, jump
That is
scare,
kind of
jump
fun.
scare, jump scare.
Yes, Kitty Cam. They were both in here, and I was like, well, we're doing a chill reading stream. Why not give Kitty Cam for, like, the chill reading stream? And then they started bathing themselves with her. You can barely see him. Pedro's in the window in a bag.
Wait, can you actually?
All right.
Yeah, it might be too bright because of how it looks like it's blindingly bright outside. It's not that bright. Look at them fucking cleaning each other, dude.
They are.
All right. We ready?
Let's do it.
Item number SCP-049, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-049 is contained within a standard secure humanoid containment cell in Research Sector 2 at Site 19. SCP-049 must be sedated before any attempts to transport it. During transport, SCP-049 must be secured within a Class 3 humanoid restriction harness, including a locking collar and extension restraints, and monitored by no fewer than 2 armed guards. While SCP-049 is generally cooperative with most Foundation personnel, outbursts or sudden changes in behavior are to be met with elevated force. Under no circumstances should any personnel come into direct contact with SCP-049 during these outbursts. In the event SCP-049 becomes aggressive, the application of lavender has been shown to produce a calming effect on the entity. Once calmed, SCP-049 generally becomes compliant and will return to containment with little resistance. In order to facilitate the ongoing containment of SCP-049, the entity is to be provided with the corpse of a recently deceased animal, typically a bovine or other large mammal, once every 2 weeks for study. Corpses that become instances of SCP-049-2 are to be removed from SCP-049's containment cell and incinerated. SCP-049 is no longer permitted to interact with human subjects, and requests for human subjects are to be denied. Temporary Containment Procedure Update. See Addendum 049.3. Per Containment Committee Order 049 S19 17.1, SCP-049 is no longer permitted to interact directly with any members of Foundation staff, nor is it to be provided with any additional corpses to be used in surgeries. This order shall persist indefinitely until such time a consensus regarding the ongoing containment of SCP-049 can be reached. Description: SCP-049 is a humanoid entity, roughly 1.9 meters in length, which bears the appearance of a medieval plague doctor. While SCP-049 appears to be wearing the thick robes and the ceramic mask indicative of that profession, the garments instead seem to have grown out of SCP-049's body over time, and are now indistinguishable from whatever form is beneath them. X-rays indicate that, despite this, SCP-049 does have a human skeletal structure beneath its outer layer. Huh.
Wow.
The robes and gloves are identical to a thick hide built up on the skin, while the mask is composed of a kind of chitin growing out of the bones of the face. That's actually cool.
Yeah.
I forgot about the specific details of the robe, but I knew about the mask, quote unquote. That's fun. SCP-049 is capable of speech in a variety of languages, though tends to prefer English or medieval French.
Oh, why does that enlarge?
The entity claims to have originated in 15th century France, though it admits that it is particularly well traveled. Ah, damn.
Bro.
While SCP-049 is generally cordial and cooperative with Foundation staff, it can become especially irritated or at times outright aggressive if it feels that it is in the presence of what it calls the pestilence. Although the exact nature of this pestilence is unknown to Foundation researchers, it does seem to be an issue of immense concern to SCP-049. SCP-049 will become hostile if individuals it sees as being affected by the pestilence, often having to be restrained should it encounter such. If left unchecked, SCP-049 would generally attempt to kill any such individual. SCP-049 is capable of causing all biological functions of an organism to cease through direct skin contact. How this occurs is unknown, and autopsies of SCP-049's victims have invariably been inconclusive. SCP-049 has expressed frustration or remorse after these killings, indicating that they may have done little to kill the pestilence, though will usually seek to then perform a crude surgery on the corpse using the implements contained within a black doctor's bag it carries on its person at all times. Well, the space within this bag is seemingly anomalously large, as SCP-049 has been observed pulling objects larger than the bag itself from within it in order to operate on deceased subjects.
Comically large spoon.
Yeah, comically large spoon.
Nurse bone saw. The bag is hardly the size of a bone saw.
Oh shit.
While these surgeries are not always successful, they often result in the creation of instances of SCP-049-2. From here on, I'm going to just do 049 because, good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One sec. 049-2 instances are reanimated corpses that have been operated on by SCP-049. These instances do not seem to retain any of their prior memories or mental functions, having only basic motor skills and response mechanisms. While these instances are generally inactive, moving very little or in a general ambulatory fashion, they can become extremely aggressive if provoked or if directed to by 049. 094-2 instances express active biological functions, though these are vastly different from currently understood human physiology. Despite these alterations, 049 often remarks that these subjects have been cured. Addendum 049.1 Discovery. SCP-049 was discovered during the investigation of a series of unknown disappearances in the town of Montauban in southern France. During a raid on a local home, investigators found several instances of SCP-049-2, as well as 049. While law enforcement personnel engaged the hostile 049-2 instances, 049 was noted as watching the engagement and taking notes in its journal. After all 049-2 instances were dispatched, SCP-049 willingly entered Foundation custody. The following interview was conducted by Dr. Raymond Ham during the initial investigation.
Alright, so
Do we
now we
wanna
listen
listen?
to this to hear both of their voices, right?
You don't have to listen to
Right.
the full thing if we want to just get like an idea of what the voices sound like.
Alors, comment devrions-nous commencer une introduction?
Is that French? Can we get a translator?
The King's English. No need for translation, sir. I can speak it well enough.
Good.
Okay.
He's got that. I
Can't
don't
really do the
know.
filter.
He can't do
Yeah.
the filter, but like he's got that like somewhat of a deep voice. To
He's
me,
got a deeper voice and a softer inflection, I guess, is how you
Yeah.
would describe that, at least in this instance.
Yeah. The FNAF phone call type of filter.
hello,
Ah,
hello,
damn it.
hello. Yeah, I'm talking to 049.
I can't get the image of fucking
whatever.
Zero. I can't
I
get.
wanted to record a message for you in case you were stuck dealing with that thing.
I can't
The
get
pestilence.
the image of 049 pulling the comically large spoon out of his bag after
Dude,
he's saying,
I
like,
want
only
that
a
drawn
spoonful.
now.
Only
Imagine-
a spoonful, and then he just pulls that out.
I wonder who he's talking to whenever they said only a spoonful.
Nurse, hand me my medical shovel.
05. It's 05 for sure. Alright, I think.
So what are we thinking?
I think we go with what we originally intended.
Okay.
So
being-
alright.
Just to
Me,
say for the class, he looks.
me is Dr. Ham.
Okay.
Biggle is SCP-49. You are
But I have-
you are this.
I mean, yes.
I gotta speak French.
Dumbass.
Je peux pas.
just say some ridiculous shit. I don't care if it's actually French.
You don't just read it aloud.
So then, how should we begin? An introduction?
Wait, he didn't.
Oh, or no? Do you want me to do that for?
No.
Okay, you can.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
go do.
no.
Interviewer, Dr. Raymond Ham, Site 85. Interviewee, SCP-049. Begin log.
So then, how should we begin? An introduction?
Is that French? Can we get a translator?
The King's English. No need for translation, sir. I can speak it well enough.
Good. My name is Dr. Raymond Ham, and I.
Ah, a doctor. A like-minded individual, no doubt. Wherein in your specialty, sir?
Cryptobiology. Why?
A medical man such as myself. Wonders abound. And here I worried I had been abducted by common street thugs. Looks around the room. This place, then. This is your laboratory. I had wondered as clean as it is, and with such low trace of the pestilence here.
The pestilence? What do you mean?
The scourge. The Grey Dying. Come now. You know the, taps temple furiously. What is it they call it? No matter. The pestilence, yes. It abounds outside these walls, you know. So many have succumbed, and many more will continue to, until such time as a perfect cure can be developed. Leans back in his chair. Fortunately, I am very close. It is my duty in life to rid the world of it, you see. the cure to cure end all cures.
When you say the Great Dying, what are you talking about? The bubonic plague?
What that is.
I see, right. Well, the entities our agents encountered at that house, they were dead when you encountered them, yes? And you reanimated them?
In a manner of speaking, you see things too simply, Doctor. Expand your horizons. Life and death, sickness and health. These are amateur terms for amateur physicians. There is only one ailment that exists in the world of men, and that is the pestilence, and nothing else. Make no mistake, they were very ill, all of them.
You think you cured those people?
Indeed, my cure is most effective.
The things we recovered were not human.
Pauses and glares at Dr. Ham. Yes, well, it is not a perfect cure, but that will come with time and further experimentation. I have spent a lifetime developing my methods, Dr. Ham, and will spend a life more if necessary. Now, we have wasted too much time. There is work to do. I will require a laboratory of my own where I can continue my research unimpeded. Assistance, of course, though I can provide those on my own in time.
Hold on. I don't think our organization will be willing to.
Nonsense. We're all men of science. Fetch your coat, show me to my quarters, Doctor. With pointed stick. Our work begins.
End of vlog. Also, Vigil, your mic is fucking up a bit. It wasn't
Yeah.
entirely unintelligible, but it was getting a little fucky.
Yeah.
Oh shit. God damn it.
Yeah, you may want to try and diagnose that.
Let me see what we can do.
You've got some time in the background while I'm reading.
Okay.
Interviewer's note. While SCP-049 is capable of communicating in a very human way, there is a strange sense of unease that one experiences when in its presence. Make no mistake, there is something very uncanny about this entity indeed. Additionally, we've confiscated that pointed stick that SCP-049 keeps waving around. Part of this was due to standard confiscation protocols for the possessions of anomalies, and part because SCP-049 is really a menace swinging it around like he does. The entity was displeased at first, but after we made some concessions in providing it with some test subjects, which are admittedly more for the benefit of our own research, it warmed up to the idea. Addendum 049.2 Observation Log. While in containment at Site 19, SCP-049 has spent a considerable amount of time studying and performing surgery on the various mammalian corpses it has been provided. 049 will routinely spend several days performing surgery, and then, regardless of whether or not the corpse becomes an instance of 049-2, spending several more days documenting its findings in a thick leather journal stored within its doctor's bag. 049 will often seek to share its findings with members of the Foundation staff. The following is a log of several occasions during which 049 was observed operating on a mammalian corpse. He looks if you could. Thank you.
Yeah.
Observational log 049.ol.1. Summary. Subject 049. Preface. A test subject, D85123, was introduced into 049's containment cell. The entity expressed sincere gratitude towards all members of the containment and research staff. 049 began by asking D85123 several standard medical questions as it began removing tools from its bag. Shortly after finishing its preparations, 049 quickly closed the distance between the two, killing the subject with a touch to its throat. After which, the 049 made a number of considerable alterations to the basic structure of the subject's corpse, often introducing fluids from within its bag into the subject by way of a hand-powered pump and copper tubing. Ugh.
Yikes.
The resulting 049-2 instance became animated, flailing and grasping at the walls of the chamber with a number of manufactured limbs while moaning in and out of an oblong orifice now present in its sternum. During this time, 049 was observed taking notes of the instance in its journal and remarking to the watching research staff about the efficacy of its cure. Security personnel entered the chamber to move 049 back to its containment and were attacked by the instance. The security team dispatched the 049-2 instance, and 049 returned to containment without resistance, stating it was pleased with the results. Observation log 049OL.2 summary. Subject 049 preface. 049 was provided with the corpse of a recently deceased goat. 049 expressed gratitude at the provision. Observation notes. 049 operated on the goat corpse for several days, eventually resulting in an instance of 049-2. 049 expressed pleasure in this outcome, though admittedly the disease was still in its nascent stage. Veterinarian practice is rudimentary, but the patient responded well to the procedure. Observation log 3 summary. 049 is a subject, and let's see. 049 was provided the corpse of a recently deceased orangutan. 049 expressed noted gratitude at the provision due to the similarities between the orangutan and common human physiology. Observation notes. 049 spent several days operating on the orangutan, reanimating it several times. However, SCP-049 appeared to be discontent with the results it experienced, returning to the creature 3 times after its initial reanimation for additional work. After it was unable to reanimate the corpse a 5th time, SCP-049 turned the corpse over to the Foundation staff for incineration, stating, "I have learned so much from this, though I fear my early optimism was misplaced. I haven't yet come across such a stumbling block on my road to the cure. More subjects like this would do a great deal in advancing my research."
Ooh.
Oh, that's a lot of footnotes.
E. Observational log 7. Full. Huh. Okay. SCP-049 was provided the corpse of a recently deceased bovine. 049 expressed mild annoyance at the provision, though accepted it nonetheless. There's a footnote there. Out of curiosity, what is that? SCP-049 has stated its desire to work on human subjects several times between this occasion and the earlier provision of an orangutan, noting its discontentedness when they would not be provided. Fair enough. Observation notes. SCP-049 spent several days operating on the bovine corpse, breaking only to dine on a requested dinner of thin crackers, salted pork, and hard cheese. Beginning first by embalming the corpse, SCP-049 was observed producing a large number of long syringes from its bag, each containing a different dark, viscous liquid. SCP-049 described these fluids as essences of the humors, and elaborated by saying the pestilence may bring about a systematic imbalance. In such cases, before true healing can begin, one must find the humors in balance, or the body will reject the cure. Over the next few days, SCP-049 spent a considerable amount of time adjusting the organs of the bovine corpse with a number of large metal instruments. After 8 days, SCP-049 produced a lightning rod, which Dr. Ham exchanged for an electric cattle prod attached to an extension cord, and struck the corpse in several locations. This action seemingly had the effect of reanimating the bovine, which once again became ambulatory, despite the inversion of the head and reorientation of its lip. Huh. 049 has expressed that it does not require sustenance, but enjoys it, and it feels that the food helps it to put it in the right mind to operate. Okay, and then what was 6? 049 added to the statement by saying, "This, of course, elementary knowledge for the practical physician. I would have thought you would have learned this during your education." I see.
The humors.
Yes.
Alright, another log.
Follow-up interview. Begin log.
We've watched your work for several weeks now, and honestly, I'm not sure I understand what you're doing. Can you describe your process in detail?
Sorry, I hope my mic's working now.
Alright.
Alright. I tried fixing it. Hopefully it works better. Oh goodness, no. The process is most intensive. As I said to your assistant, the best instruction you'll find about my methods are here in my journals, as I have kept exhaustive yeah, exhaustive records of my work there. God damn it.
We're
losing him, Doc.
Lord.
Notably, SCP-049's journals are not written in any known language, and attempts by linguists and code breakers to decipher them have been unsuccessful.
Speech therapy is not the greatest for me.
I see. My concern, Doctor, is that we still don't understand what you're seeking to cure, or how it manifests, or how turning these creatures into quasi-living, mindless drones helps in that effort.
You do not understand the pestilence. Even after all this time, Doctor, it is an unspeakable horror. One that has shown its true face many times before and will again. I find myself blessed with the wisdom and good senses needed to root it out and destroy it, but many like yourself cannot. It is a cruel judgment, I fear, to be at the mercy of a disease you cannot fully comprehend.
That still doesn't answer my question. How is your cure any kind of cure at all?
Growing suddenly agitated. It is a cure. You may laugh at my efforts, if you please, but do not besmirch
Merch.
the. What was it?
Besmirch.
Besmirch. The good name of scientific progress that has developed this great mercy. What you so short-sightedly see here is a life better than any this creature could have hoped for, stricken as it was with pestilence. This creature is now clean, unable to spread the pestilence, and free from the terror it would have experienced otherwise.
This is hardly a creature at all, Doctor. It's not even.
Very agitated. Do not jape with me, sir. You and your colleagues are like so many others, unable to look past minor setbacks to see the salvation taking place before your very eyes. Do you wait to remove rotten timbers until the hall collapses on top of you? No, you find them and you pull them out and replace them with those untouched by you. Or no, you
Untouched
find
with
by rotten. Sorry, I skipped one. And most of all, you do not simply mock the structure because it now looks different to you. It is strong. It is free of disease.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to agitate you. I'm just trying to understand.
Yes, well, do mind your words in the future, Doctor. I am a professional, but even professionals may feel the bite of pride in dealing with criticism of their masterpiece. I will forgive this as an act of good faith between colleagues.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Pauses, looking away from Dr. Ham. No, that will be all. Another test subject on the usual schedule. You know my preference of subjects with more human anatomies.
end of log. And ending researcher's notes. SCP-049 does seem to genuinely want to help other humans, though it has not yet been able to provide a concrete example of what exactly it is trying to save us all from. I've watched it now over several weeks, and while the outcomes do not seem to ever change, SCP-049 continues to claim that it is growing closer to its perfect cure. I think the entity may be more aware of the reality of these outcomes than it would like us to think. Addendum 049.3. This is an incident in 2017. All right. Starting shortly after 049's initial containment, Dr. Ham conducted a number of interviews with the subject regarding its anomalous properties, and over time began to note its displeasure with its subjects and the SCP-049-2 instances. This continued for a period of several months, during which 049 never exhibited any aggressive behaviors. On April 16th of 2017, as Dr. Ham was entering 049's test chamber to conduct another routine interview, the entity began to grow anxious and asked Dr. Ham if he was feeling well. Following protocol, Dr. Ham reminded SCP-049 that the interview was required, after which the entity became hostile and attacked Dr. Ham, killing him. Due to a lapse in security protocol, and because Dr. Ham did not activate the in-chamber emergency system, Dr. Ham's corpse was not discovered until 3 hours later, at which point SCP-049 had converted it into an instance of SCP-049-2. In the aftermath of this event, SCP-049 was interviewed by Dr. Theron Sherman. Dr. Theron Sherman, Site 42, and the interviewee is SCP-049. Begin log.
Would you like to take Dr. Sherman, Mord?
Sure, why not?
That way you get like an actual role-playing role in.
I mean, I've been doing
I'm
fine, but
canonically
sure.
dead, so like...
Lamau, my grand plan. Begin log. I need you to explain yourself. SCP-049, you are being directed to explain your actions, and I will remind you that failure to cooperate will result in further restrictions during your containment.
My actions do not need to be explained.
You killed Raymond Ham, and then butchered him until he...
Interrupting angrily. Not dead. No, not. Not dead. He is. He is cured.
That read killed me a little, respectfully. Cured? Cured of what?
The pestilence, sir. I had thought you, at least, would realize what luck it is I had detected it before.
What pestilence? You keep going on and on about this pestilence, but you have not once been able to properly identify this disease. What could you have possibly seen in him today that you had not seen so many times before that it would be worth of his life?
He pauses. The pestilence presents and progresses in unforeseeable fashions and has a queer way of creeping into the unprepared, and breathing becomes heavier. Call it what you want, doctor. It was a mercy I did to him. He is cured.
He is a vegetable.
Pauses. I would not expect you to understand. You and your
Ilk.
ilk. Okay, I was gonna say I barely see that. Your ilk have proven time and time again to be not men of science, but men of emotion. You cannot appreciate the horrors I have seen. Those many millions who have succumbed to the pestilence and been changed. Who?
Your cure cost Ray his life.
No good, sir. I have saved it. You would allow this world to slip back into the despair of disease and death, ignoring that I have created a miracle and...
What disease? What pestilence? He was a healthy man. He was a good doctor.
am offering it freely to the afflicted. You are not worth this argument, sir. You are short-sighted and foolish. Dr. Ham was sick, and I... Catch his breath. I cured him. I am the only one who can do this. My work must continue. There is so much still to learn. So much to...
I've had enough of this. Consider your allowance revoked. Welcome to Containment 049. We're done here.
do, and others can be saved. Even you, though you do not deserve it, might be saved. I can save them all. I can cast down this plague once and for all. I can do this. Only me. I, labored breathing. I saved him. Dr. Ham I cured him. He was sick. I know he was sick. I know he was. And you are all sick, but I can save you. I can save all of you because I am the cure.
All
End
right.
log.
One thing, please, when it says like labored breathing, don't just
Act
read
out.
out labored breathing. Please, you do that every time, and it's just like,
Those are cues,
that
not.
you do that thing. You don't just read it out.
Yeah, my bad.
So you're just like,
It's fine.
I saved. Like, no, do that
Labored
instead of
breathing.
just labored breathing. I saved him.
This is part of why I was a little hesitant of having
I
him
know.
read 049,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
he did fine.
Yeah, I'm a bad reader though, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're almost done. There's like one more short log. Oh,
Addendum
fucking-
049.4 Post-Incident Report Review Interview. The following interview was an excerpt from the April 16th, 2017 049 Incident Report. The interview was conducted by Dr. Elijah Itkin and took place 3 weeks after the start of the initial investigation.
Hold on. I kind of want to point out two things that WeFit said in chat. Good thing I just learned 2 hours ago that queer has another meaning. And
Oh, thank God.
I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon.
I am a surgeon, Dr.
I
Shepard.
am a surgeon, Dr. Sherman. I am a surgeon.
I
Damn
am
it.
the cure. I am the cure.
Oh, that one would have been better. I am the
I
cure.
had seen ads long before that got memes of the show. I had never once watched it, but I'm like, okay, cool. So they're just taking an autistic doctor and making a show out of that. I understand.
No, that would be Dr. House. This is a fake autistic doctor that they're making
Yeah,
a
I was
show
gonna
out of.
say
Just,
this is modern cinema autism, which is not real.
that fucking face of that other doctor. It was fucking funny.
He just was so dead inside. It's like I can't yell at him back.
Oh, man.
Who's Dr. Itkin for this?
I could be Dr. Aiken.
All right. Interviewer Dr. Elijah Itkin, interviewee SCP-049. Begin log.
SCP-049. We are conducting this interview to close out our investigation of your actions taken on April 16th that resulted in the death of a staff member. Do you have any comments to make?
Only that I look forward to the day when you will allow me to resume my work. I have spent the last few weeks compiling my notes and constructing a new theory for how the pestilence was able to infect someone in such an insidious manner that I nearly couldn't detect it.
Have you experienced any remorse for your actions for the death of Dr. Ham?
Ah, yes. Well, the death of a colleague is always regrettable. But in the face of the pestilence, we must be swift, Doctor, and act without hesitation.
Dr. Sherman noted in his report that you seemed to be mournful during your initial interview.
Mourn. Perhaps I had not thought that. It is lamentable that a fellow doctor became infected, but the work continues. Regrettable as regrettable as it was. Dr. Ham's death provided important insight. Living human subjects are the only way to proceed forward. I am decided. My cure is of little use on dead flesh, and I have gleaned all I can from your generous supply of corpses. My desires turn towards tending to those still living who suffer from the disease.
I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed.
Oh, doctor, I wouldn't be so sure.
End log. Apparently that's something we can click on.
Yeah. No.
Oh. Aw, what the fuck do you mean no?
Oh my god. What the fuck is all this? Is this
Fuck
just
do
like
you
a
mean
backstory?
no?
God,
Is
I
it-
want the SCP articles, not the fanfic behind them.
This is
Is it
all
just
fanfic.
I
is it just
know, but
basically
still.
just a backstory for him, or like I don't get it.
I mean, I assume so. I think it's an anecdote of his
I don't,
time before he was caught.
I don't know, but I guess he's going home.
I just don't want it to end up like the other one we read, where it was just a bunch of practical gibberish that actually had little to nothing to do with the original.
Which one are
article.
you referring to? There's been a couple.
I think the dog one, where we started talking about mothers and like fucking.
I liked reading that one, but yeah, no, it was a
It-
little tismy.
I just don't think it had anything really to do with the original article. It just kind of started
I
throwing out
mean,
concepts and stuff that had no real meaning, and I'm like,
yeah, to a point, but I still think we should read this.
what do you think he leads to? It 100%
Well, let's
just
see.
leads.
Probably back to him,
It
probably.
100%.
Yep.
It pretty much
I
is.
mean, it's talking about him sensing the pestilence, so
Yeah.
is he really even context clues at that point if it's stating it?
You can read it if you want.
Alright, sure. One sec. He felt it, the unmistakable sensation of the pestilence. It was impossibly small, but unimaginably intense, like a needle in his eye. It was faint, but pungent, as though the disease had been festering undisturbed in containment for so long that its miasma had built and wafted out, now from the taste the scant particles of tainted air. He had lost track of time in his cell. Doctors had used to come and bring him specimens to study, to perfect his methods. That had ended long, long ago, when the doctors had realized that they themselves weren't free of the disease. Still, after that, they had still checked on him. The voice would come out of his walls and ask him questions about what he was doing, or how he was feeling, or if he had any regrets for what he'd done. Regrets. The thought was so foolish as any as he had ever heard. Still, even that, too, had faded in time. The voices long ago had stopped, and he had been content to rest in this pristine cell, away from that wretched disease, alone with his thoughts. In the constant soft white light that bathed his cell, the doctor reclined himself on a comfortable mattress. Eventually, perhaps, he would have stopped thinking. But that had been before that familiar, detestable presence had returned, burning at his mind. He found himself standing before the door to his cell, studying it. It had no handle, opened when his captors ordered it. While the light had remained functional, the electromagnetic lock had not. His bag contained steel tools, and he did not understand how to relent. It took a tremendous amount of doing, but he got it to open a crack, wide enough to put his weight into it. He didn't know how long it took to widen it enough to pass through. He didn't really register the passage of time anymore.
Wait,
He
how
looked
the
at the
fuck would they have not noticed this?
I assume they had a different breach going on at the time.
Even then,
The,
like
the lights could have been emergency lights of some kind, maybe, but the electromagnetic lock, for whatever reason,
It
wasn't
very heavily
working.
implies that it took them a long time, especially.
Wait, no. Do you think this could have been during an instance of like the computer SCP taking over the systems?
Yeah, 07.
That could be it, because it's not triggering alarms, clearly.
Yeah, because you can pretty much do all that.
Ooh, your fucking mic, Fickle. God.
Cutting out a lot, yeah.
What?
How's my mic been so far, by the way?
Your mic's been a lot better than last time.
Oh, thank God.
God, now it's my shit that I have to work.
I guess we'll continue and then say, hold on, we're here.
Yeah, no.
This is probably the best we're getting.
That's fine.
Who the hell is Leslie?
Then he was... Thank you, Helix. Then he was in a hallway, well lit and devoid of any other life, all the easier to navigate. You've all the stinging sensation of the disease, navigating the corridors as though he'd drawn up the floor plan. The lights were all functional, all of the other containment chambers still sealed. At last he found it, behind an unlocked door, within a metal locked locked metal locker. Ugh. His containment cell door had been made up of much sterner stuff. In short order, the door lay twisted at his feet. He pulled a rectangular metal box from a locker, studying it intently. His finger found a button, pressed it, and the box's lid sprung open. Supercooled preservative gases mingled with the air outside of the box for the first time in a long, long time. He might as well have been struck in the face. Vapor colder than ice wafted in a great cloud from the unsealed box. He dropped to the floor with a clatter, then which echoed throughout the silent facility. He steeled himself, kneeling down, lifting the face-down box aside, and gingerly plucked the tiny black speck from beneath it, with his index finger and thumb. Behind his mask, he grits his teeth and held the mosquito up to his eye. It wasn't the insect, it was the sack of blood which the creature had engorged on. The upturned metal box became his operating table, black bag slamming unceremoniously onto the ground. His hands dove inside, withdrawing an empty brass syringe and a vial of thick black liquid. The needle plunged through the cork stopper, filling the glass cylinder halfway with the viscous pitch. The needle withdrew, then pierced the engorged mosquito's body, withdrawing the plagued blood within it to mix with the black medicine in his syringe. He left the insect's dry husk on the box, bringing the syringe level with his eyes. He shook it, tapping the glass with his finger to encourage the reaction. He considered the dead husk of the insect still before him. It wouldn't do to let any lingering traces of the pestilence remain on the poor creature. When he was satisfied with the mixture, the needle found the insect's blood sac again, filling its tiny body with the cold, black mixture. The dead insect's body twitched and jerked to life as the black fluid filled it. The body's movement built up a tiny electric charge, enough to reboot the silicon microprocessors in the bug's brain. Leslie's eyes...
Sorry,
fuck?
hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm like, what the fuck do you fucking mean the microprocessor? Who the hell is Leslie?
That's a very good question, I admit. Oh god, and there's dialogue, right. Leslie's eyes were the first organ she remembered how to interpret. She could be in the living room. She should be in the living room. That's where she'd gone, but this wasn't Merle's living room. The blurred figure she saw, it couldn't be Merle.
Who's there? She weakly asked at length.
So I assume the second person speaking is 049, obviously. Vigil, did you want to try and reprise your role, or...?
I don't know, I'm trying to fix my mic.
Fair enough.
You can just take it for now, Mort.
That's fine, okay. Clarifying black blur shifted, coming more clearly into focus.
Where is Merle?
Merle, I think is the name,
I
but
don't fucking care.
it's
The dumb
French.
Name. The dumb, stupid name, and they're not
Yes,
real.
it's French, but pronounce it right.
They don't deserve it.
Do it because Merle sounds stupid.
Yeah, and it's French, so it's supposed to sound stupid. Go, just
I hate
read.
Fine. There's no one here but me and you. The black form shifted and came closer, until white filled Leslie's vision. She made out the icy gray eyes observing her.
Oh god, where am I?
You are in a prison, though the wardens, it seems, have left.
Wait a fucking minute, I just realized, this goes against, like, one of the entire things that none of his creations have been able to talk before. He can't make ones that are able to talk. Why the fuck is this one able to talk?
I'm not sure.
It's a bug. Also, what does it mean is it a robot bug that just also is alive?
Huh.
Gumbus says you're a bug.
Why are you here? When did
I have
you
mac
get
and cheese once again.
Mac and cheese.
My ability to get mac and cheese whenever you have SCP streams is uncanny.
It is
Yeah,
true.
apparently.
SCP-4700. Lauren's mac and cheese. Anyway, where were we?
A prison.
Boobs.
A prison? Leslie staggered to stand on her 6 legs, wings slowly returning to life, but to beat weakly. What kind of prison? Her voice cut off as her GPS locator cut on. Oh god, I'm at Site 19.
Is that what this place is called? Odd, after all this time, that I would learn this prison's name from a mosquito.
I need to get back to Merle.
I don't know where or who Merle is.
I know where he lives. I can find it. The weight of her situation began to dawn on her. She was several hundred miles from Merle's house in the middle of Site 19 with an anomaly she knew nothing about. Still, at least it wasn't some monster trying to kill her. I don't know how I could ever get out of here.
The doctor stood up, brought one hand to curl slowly before his eyes. I've gotten myself this far, and now that I have no further reason to stay here.
Then you'll help me get out of here? Leslie's wing bore up to land on the black-gloved hand.
I will.
I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Leslie gathered herself, ceasing her trembling. My name is Leslie. Thank you.
Doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
The wind blasted the landscape mercilessly, as it had every day. At least today, there was no astringent rain. Thick, gray-black clouds roiled overhead. The pair had walked for nearly a week and had not yet encountered a single living person. The few animals they had seen were sick, mangy things.
Wait, so what the fuck happened to the facility they were in?
I have no
They
idea.
just walked out the door?
It's clearly not a...
Everything else was sealed, and he just walked out the door. There was no containment breach. It's like, fine,
I have
continue.
no idea. It's
Continue.
clearly not a polyon.
My question is, why are you pronouncing it Merle?
Well, how the fuck do you pronounce it?
Merle?
Is it really?
Yes.
God damn it.
It is technically Merle.
It's
Fine,
French.
fuck it.
It's supposed to sound stupid.
I mean, both sound stupid.
You're not
Look at how it's
wrong.
written.
Alright, continue.
Fine. Where the hell am I?
You were like right here.
Yes, okay. Leslie felt the sky weigh down on her like a dark gray iron blanket. She was having a hard time remembering what the sun looked like. She was afraid she might start forgetting Merle's face. God fucking damn it. Hate French.
Valid.
We're close.
Yours. Sorry.
Did that pick up?
Yeah, it did. Sorry.
She said to break the
Go.
monotony. Oh, it's still mine. God, it's so hard to read when there's literally no indication of like.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming like it's my turn to speak, then you
It's
say
still
something,
her.
and then but nope, it's just mine again. It just continues. Just a few more miles, and then she didn't dare finish the thought.
The sound of the doctor's feet crunching through the parched landscape was barely audible over the rush of wind. And then we will arrive. He finished for her.
Tell me, Doctor, why did you come all this way with me? You could have left when we got out, gone your own way.
Merely because I wanted to.
Thank you, Doctor.
Leslie didn't know what to do when we arrived at Merle's house. The barren streets howled with the wind, but Leslie could only hear the wails of damnation. The lights were off, the door hung open. No one had been here in decades. They were inside. The familiar living room would have been her wretch if she were physically able. Merle wasn't here.
How long? Leslie asked after they had stood in silence in the room where she had died. The question wasn't directed at her companion. She checked the clock on her internal positioning system.
How long? He repeated, unsure.
200. I've been dead for 200 years? She wailed, collapsing in the palm of the doctor's hands. Then Merle is dead.
So it appears. Yours,
mine
Helix.
again. Sorry. Everyone is dead, she said, seemingly unable to grapple finally with the fact. Everyone and Merle, she repeated to herself until the words lost meaning to her.
The doctor sat on the frayed, ragged carpet, resting his back against the wall. The hand in which Leslie mourned held out before him. He asked, "Where will you go now?"
He lived here, so now I will live here. I will be just like it was. It will be just like it was. She couldn't continue and fell to her side against the rough but comforting leather. She had no tears, but her sobs racked her nonetheless. Any minute, Merle will come through the door.
Then I will wait for him here with you. Okay,
I
so
hated
let's scroll
this.
back up and see what the fuck Leslie even is. I assume it's an SCP, but
What if
yep,
it was just some woman?
got it. Okay, great. We're not
3774.
reading that right now.
It's just a
From what I
fucking
understand,
robot.
it's a fucking mechanical mosquito
It's a robot
with the
mosquito that
consciousness of
has
someone.
memories. Why the this
All
is
right.
so incredibly out of character for the Doctor. Like,
Which one did we click on for this? Was this I wouldn't be so sure?
yeah,
I wouldn't
Oh,
be so
fucking
sure.
hell.
it's just completely unrelated.
What the
But,
hell
like-
is particularly well traveled? Hang on.
It's
We don't
just gonna
necessarily have to
be-
read that one, but I'm curious. Nope. Okay.
Oh my god, is this a fucking play? Oh my
It is.
fucking
Oh my god, it is.
god! It's just a
Listen, I
play!
wouldn't necessarily hate
Shakespeare.
doing this, but I almost wish we had done that instead of going home, because going to
Yeah,
is
That's
really
why
because-
I'm
disconnected.
saying, like, any of these, we just look at a glance, and if it looks decent, we do it. But, like, I could tell from, like, the first few sentences this was gonna be bullshit, and just, like, kind of ass.
Meanwhile, the other one was just
Like,
I'm a little
why the
dubious
play.
to trust
fuck?
you so quickly, but once the fucking mosquito came in, I was a little fucking confused.
Yeah. Like, why out of all of the interesting SCPs on the website did they make the fucking Doctor have, like, some type of interaction
it-
with an otherwise unrelated fucking robot mosquito?
So it's able to animate robots. Got it.
I guess. And those are able to speak, and unlike any of his other, you know, animations.
I mean, no idea.
What an
All right, get rid
interesting
of the
subplot.
other 3 tabs, and we'll just carry on.
Yeah.
Overall, the main article, fantastic.
Main article,
Just-
really good.
There's a lot of shit stapled on, which I'm not sure how much of it.
This shouldn't even be here. I genuinely don't think this should be here. It's
I mean,
just
I don't
some
think it
shitty
should be
fan-
linked where it is.
It's some shitty fanfic with SCP-049 in it that doesn't
That's my
act or
vibe.
fall. It
I
doesn't.
feel as though we're jumping into the middle of something else, but yes, it shouldn't be linked here.
It doesn't. The SCP-49 in that article doesn't act or have the same, you know, specifications as the actual SCP-49. It just doesn't.
How do you mean? It
Because anything he's ever animated hasn't been able to talk before.
I mean, yeah, but he's also likely never animated on a robot with the consciousness of a human.
Yeah, because the thing is
Which is
that
also
that
anomalous.
has life. It has life,
Yeah.
and anything he's ever interacted with before doesn't pertain the same way of life in the, you know, reanimation. But he just injects the fluid into this fucking mosquito, and all of a sudden it's just unchanged.
It's
There's
Tizamy,
no-
yes.
There's no horrific transformation like, oh, it's got extra limbs, a new organ, nothing.
I mean, we
He
don't
just-
even have a full grasp of how big this fucking mosquito is. A needle is kind of, you know, bigger than a mosquito, typically.
It's just, I don't like it. It's just not SCP-49.
Yeah, I agree for that particular one. I would have been interested in looking at the
Not
others,
my
but I won't
SCP.
drag you through the others.
I mean, we could. Why is SCP Foundation gay on this web? Wait a minute. What? Did you see that?
Huh.
Hold on. Look, and then I go to. It's just normal here, and then if I go to 50,
Uh-huh.
Woo!
why?
Okay.
We found the SCP Pride Month.
Oh god.
We can tab into the other ones to see if they're even like different.
So, Well Traveled is a play. This is pretty short, but I'm not sure. Oh, never mind.
Oh, coming soon.
This is linking to other things. Ooh.
Coming soon. How long will you think that was added?
Like, this is like something we do if we want to do an entire stream dedicated to that SCP and just learning the lore behind it.
Yeah,
Which
this
is,
would be that would be for a revisited sort of thing.
yeah.
Should we
right... What?
consider doing that for like after the first or so?
Yeah, I'm thinking like after we like get through a decent amount of SCPs, we can we can start doing gimmicks. Like maybe we do go back and do revisits of certain ones with like more in depth stuff like that.
I'm still gonna draw the line at Scarlet King because I know Scarlet King's been around a while, but I feel like that was also in a relative sense a later addition to a lot of lore.
The Hand King's comedy is just here.
Why is the page so different?
Wait, isn't the Hanged King a reference to the? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't
Oh man,
think
I
it has
fucking love
any...
Barcosa.
Yeah. Cool. Let's keep reading SCPs. Lauren, this one's yours.
Ah. All right, cool. We killed her, chat.
The cough in the background.
I can't breathe. There's mac and cheese. You literally said that after I took the biggest bite of mac and cheese because it was the last one. I like filled my
Baddest
mouth
bite
twice
of
as
mac
much.
and cheese known to man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually want to read one, Lauren? This one is pretty short.
No,
You don't have to. Okay.
No, don't wanna.
No, don't want that.
All right.
Let me eat my bread.
All right. Who wants this?
I'll take the gay SCP.
Got it.
Alright. SCP-50. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. So far, all attempts to contain SCP-50 have proven fruitless. Testing to contain SCP-50... Oh, I moved my mouse on accident. Has been discontinued at this time. At present, whoever has possession of SCP-50 is to leave it in an office that they use regularly. Why you have to say what they use with regularity instead of they use regularly? God damn it. Attempts to leave SCP-50 in unused offices have resulted in it following its owner home. This is a violation of regulations and not to be allowed. Description. SCP-50 appears to be a statue of a monkey reading a book, approximately 1 foot. God. One of the quirks of SCP-50 is that no matter what form of measurement is used, any record of said measurements will quickly be replaced by the customary system measurements. I don't know
fuck?
I don't know what that is, so that's not real. It's a foot tall. On the bottom of the statue are engraved the words "to the cleverest" in cursive script. The monkey has so far proven resistant to all forms of damage. Attempts to damage SCP-50 have resulted in increasingly lethal pranks as of writing. Destruction testing is discontinued. That's also just not what SCP Foundation does. They don't destroy things. Or don't actively try to.
Hang on. So, customary units of measurement seems to just refer to the United States customary units, or maybe it just means regardless of.
Oh, so it's 1 foot
Wait, no.
tall.
The customary system of measurements is.
And it. So instead of they probably tried to type it in meters, like some type of fuck, and then it just got corrected to foot. Because of the SCP's ability to transform things into that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, that is actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
But no, this is a little bit of a weird one.
When left alone, SCP-50 has shown itself to both be useful and antagonistic to its current owner. See Document 50. Although never seen to move, no matter the manner or amount of recordings, any room it is left in becomes very clean, to a polish whenever possible. Paperwork is filed, trash is emptied, and in general clutter is removed. However, SCP-50 also has a tendency to leave traps for its owner, so current holders should carefully check their offices upon returning. What?
Oh, Jesus
booby trap.
Christ. It left a lore bomb in my fucking filing cabinet.
I don't think this is worth reading. It's fucking like
Doesn't pass the Helix stink test, does it?
Dr.
anything to
Bright
do.
found it and it smeared something on his desk is what I grasped there.
I mean, yeah, but there's also like the other 12 fucking things linking off of it, but fair enough. Why are we coming back here?
I don't know.
I see. Uh,
Yeah, this is literally just like began
The great
testing of the new
researcher prank
SCPs,
war.
but found himself going nowhere. Dr. Wrights, as payback for something unspecified, smeared his desk with half compound of epoxy and applied the other half of the compound to his utensils. He put his stapler in Jello.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
At this point, SCP-50 vanished from Dr. Wright's office, reappearing in Dr. Wright's office, whereupon 50 began cleanup again. It's just the fuck.
Okay,
it's
the
just what
Jello, the
SCP
stapler
So
in
it's-
Jello is a joke straight out of The Office.
I know. The great researcher prank war of blah.
No good will come of this. Memorandum 50-A. Oh, wait,
What's
no,
it?
is that 05?
Oh,
No, it's 50.
Doctor
okay.
Doctor English.
Eh,
This is a funny name. Yeah, I don't care for like
I think we can probably
We-
skip over this. Yeah.
we get it. It's a funny little monkey that'll play pranks on you, and it will clean up
This
your
feels
office as
really
well.
anticlimactic. I mean, obviously, it feels anticlimactic given how we ended with 049, but the main article of 049 is good.
Yeah.
My apologies. I'm back.
My apologies.
My apologies.
Anyways. Google,
What?
read the paper.
What?
You want me to read the Oh shit, my bad. Oh, all right, fine. Item number SCP-051. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-051 and 051-A are to be kept in a sealed containment facility. 051-A is kept within a locked, climate-controlled document box with a viewing window to prevent degradation of its material. Any personnel, with the exception of pregnant or non-sterile female personnel who might not be aware of an early stage pregnancy, may access SCP-051 as long as a request is placed beforehand and cleared by site administration. Description: 051 is a 25 centimeter 10-inch anatomically correct model of a human female carved out of ivory with typically Asian features. Oh shit. Microscopic analysis shows that the head hair is human hair. The doll is jointed at the shoulders, hips, and knees. The stomach area of the doll is fully removable as a cap of ivory exposing a detailed rib cage and organs, and a 25 centimeter 1-inch
2.5.
2.5 centimeter 1-inch ivory fetus connected to the main figure by a leather cord umbilicus. When brought into the presence of a pregnant human female, 051 has various deleterious,
Deleterious.
deleterious,
It
yeah,
must be French.
yeah, it must be
Never heard of
French.
it.
Fuck off,
effects
Merle.
effects upon the pregnancy. Actually, hold on one second.
He
He's
died.
looking at pregnancy.
He's looking up pregnant.
I need to know what this means.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand?
Generally resulting in miscarriage of the fetus. Reports include a gentle compulsion to handle the model, open its stomach cap, and take out the fetus. This results in nausea and cramping within 5 minutes, vaginal bleeding that begins as spotting, and may progress to hemorrhage within the next half hour, and miscarriage within 2 to 24 hours in most recorded cases. Medical records indicate that the aborted fetuses bear moderate to severe defects. Pregnancy carried to term after exposure to the model have resulted in severely deformed live births, including deaths of the mothers and infants, terminated after birth by the delivering physician. See interview 51-1 below. Witnesses to these live births show signs of severe emotional trauma that was alleviated after foundation interviews by administration of a Class A amnesiac. Amnestic, yeah. Fuck, I can't help. I'm fucking dumb.
I thought you were good at SCPs. You should know about amnestics.
This thing saying the physician basically killed the baby after it was born. I'm like, no, that's when it becomes illegal.
That's
I think
murder.
this facility is kind of past that. I think.
Yeah.
So it's a little ivory doll that causes miscarriages so far.
If you fuck around with it, yeah,
Okay.
and only if you're pregnant.
Oh, okay.
I got a bone to pick with
It would
this
be
little
way
guy.
worse if it caused them if you weren't pregnant.
I mean, yeah, but
Like-
that's a really specific kind of tasteless. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but
Yeah.
51A is a fragment of text on rice paper that was discovered with 51. Yeah, 5-1. The surviving text is written with plant-derived ink test dated to the 12th century, and the characters have been identified as known early dialect of Japanese. Translation reveals the text is part of a prayer or spell against demons that attack unborn babies. The incantation orders these forces or demons into the model instead of a pregnant woman and claims to trap them there. However, centuries have degraded the paper and ink so that the full incantation and instructions, if any, cannot be deciphered.
I mean,
okay, cool. So it has all 1001 pregnancy demons sealed inside of it, so don't touch it.
oh, this is a different page instead of a drop-down menu. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Addendum 51 and 51A were discovered in a box of early Japanese artifacts delivered anonymously to the museum in 1938. After 60 years and a number of incidents resulting from contact by female secretaries, researchers, and students, an agent on staff in the museum's archives learned of its properties and obtained it for the Foundation study.
Yeah. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
that
I don't-
surprising if there was an SCP that could cause miscarriage in a man. That's pretty on brand.
We just start pissing
But it
blood.
doesn't, so it's really mediocre.
Can we just
Yeah.
miscarry the man himself? Why would he have to be pregnant?
Gregominant.
Progana
This would
name.
be Euclid if it did do that to a man.
Would it? I think it'd still be safe. You just don't fucking touch the thing.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Alright, are we reading this or?
I think this is probably actually relevant.
I was hoping you was gonna
However, if
say
we want to skip it
unnecessary.
anyway for not wanting to talk about miscarriage further,
That's.
I think
I
it's
think. I think for the sake of stream, we can probably.
yeah, because I know that could be a touchy subject for anyone who's had to go through such an awful, horrible thing.
Not that I think many in our audience would be worried about
No,
that, but
we,
just
Weefit's definitely been around.
Wifit's had a very long storied history.
Oh no.
Yeah. But even then, it doesn't necessarily have to be like the mother themselves. Like some people might have had
As
like brothers who just didn't make it.
yeah, but like yeah, no, I feel like
You pull it out of
051's a
nowhere.
little tasteless. It's not, as I said, not the worst thing, but it's just kind of
It's just a touchy
oh, you
subject.
touched this, and yeah.
Brendan pulled that out of nowhere. Even though I've literally told him that.
Who told
Oh
me
shit.
Hold what?
That I would have had a brother, but my mom had a miscarriage.
what? Oh, sorry. I did not remember.
Well,
I
this
think
is
you
the
know
first
that I
I'm
didn't
hearing of
remember
this.
that.
Fuck,
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I would have only been like 2 years old, so I didn't have an emotional connection to it.
Okay.
I
Oh
mean,
shit.
still
I wanted to
hard on your
figure
mother, I
out.
imagine.
Yeah.
We just got done with 049 whenever I left. I saw that we were on 51. What was 50?
It was a stupid fucking monkey.
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
monkey.
Yeah.
It was a
Ooh.
monkey who both organizes your shit, but will also leave like prank traps for you.
It will
Booby
take a
trap.
shit on your desk and leave your
Yep.
stapler in Jello.
Basically,
Is this just the fucking office?
Yeah.
I don't think it actually was Jello, but whatever.
Oh, is that Dr. Bright? Is that the Dr. Bright?
Oh,
All right.
Oh my god.
Mort, is it your turn?
The fuck?
what the is she in the regular rotation?
I said
Is it
Mor.
your
I meant to say
turn?
Mord, but that might have came across as Morn
Okay.
because Lord.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused.
My bad. I meant Mord.
Yeah, sure, I could take this one. One sec.
I am the cure. Sorry.
Damn it. I'm just thinking back of the Good Doctor.
I know that's it. It's just ever since we were saying that I am a cure.
I am the cure. Anyway. Item number SCP-052. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Although it is not possible to remove SCP-052 from the New York City subway system, its predictable behavior allows the Foundation to prevent the public from encountering it. The 59th Street A, B, C, and D station is to be closed to the public from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays under the pretext of track maintenance. During that time, the station is to be staffed with agents from MTF Force Gamma 6. Agents have been ordered to prevent accidental public access to the station and to capture anyone seen leaving SCP-052. Anyone who has been on SCP-052 must be transported to Site 21 for debriefing and processing. Members of the public who see SCP-052 may be released after administration of a Class B amnestic. Description: SCP-052 is a type of R4 New York City subway train. Official records indicate this train was built in 1932 and decommissioned for scrap in 1975. Nevertheless, it continues to appear on the Uptown A/D track at the 59th Street and 8th Avenue station at 11:57 p.m. every Saturday. The train is in perfect condition and labeled as an A train. SCP-052 appears at the designated time, opens its door to accept/discharge passengers for approximately 5 minutes, then closes its doors and disappears. It does not appear to ever contain passengers except for those leaving the train during its appearance. The majority of subjects that have boarded SCP-052 have not been recovered. Passengers leaving SCP-052 claim to have boarded on various dates from 1976 to up to 2204. God, okay. The latter claims he thought SCP-052 was a 300th anniversary special train. Subject retained no knowledge of time on board. Addendum. Passengers leaving 052 must be brought to Site 21 and interrogated to determine their origin and possible threat to their current time stream. Generally, passengers from the past may be given Class A amnestics and reintegrated into society. Passengers from the future must be held indefinitely. See Order 69AF A1 from 059. Site 21 currently holds 26 recorded passengers. Despite our protocols to prevent public access, we are still receiving subjects from the future. Although some are from timelines, it is possible SCP-052 will begin to appear at another timeless place, requiring expanded containment. He looks if you could.
Wouldn't it be a time paradox, though, if you just went ahead and interrogated these people from the past or future?
No, because they're the ones traveling into the past.
Oh.
It's not like they're changing anything.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Guess. I don't know.
Alright, I was distracted
They're
by
trying
text.
to avoid a Back to the Future.
Could you run what this is by me real quick?
It's a train that was decommissioned in 1975, and it has reportedly received and discharged passengers from. Scroll back up, please. It has received people from 1976 up to 2204.
Okay.
It's pretty
And
much a time traveling.
It's basically a time traveling train, and people don't remember that they had ever been on there. So what they've done for people from the past is they've given them Class B amnestics and just let them go about their lives, which is really funny considering they can
Oh.
be from the 70s.
Thank you,
What the
come
fuck
again.
is a cell phone?
They hold on to anyone from the future though to prevent, I don't know, time space bullshit probably.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The Foundation has placed several subjects onto the train in an attempt to understand its activities when not visible. Test 52-1, May 31st of 2009. Agent placed on train, not recovered as of present date. Test 52-2, June 6th of 2009. Agent enters train, not recovered as he apparently returned to 1980 and was killed in a confrontation with...
What?
I'm going to just assume the gangs. Test 52-3. See notes on recovered passenger 52-4. After test 52-3, O5 Command issued orders that no further agents would be risked as passengers on SCP-052. Consideration has been given to use Class D personnel in their place, but the risk of releasing them into the past is too great. That is actually very fair considering what Class D are.
Yeah, maybe not release like a psychopathic
Maybe
killer
not.
into the past where like nobody knows about them.
I mean, not all of them are,
Nope,
but
doing it
they've at
tonight.
least been convicted to go to death row.
It'd be really
So
funny if that was
pretty
like the
solid
lore
evidence
of
that they're
Jack.
guilty.
That'd be really funny if that was like the lore of the Zodiac killer or like Jack the Ripper or something in the SCP universe. Is that he was just a D class who got sent back, and they were like, "Eh, maybe we shouldn't do this again." That's kind of hard to cover up.
Oopsie daisies.
Oh no.
Log of recovered passengers in Foundation custody. Passenger 52-1 entered train July 14th of 2012 and recovered. Oh, okay, cool. So it can go back in time for them to. Wait, no, I
Right.
already said that. Recovered on March 8th of 2008. Notes: an accountant on the way home from the theater when she entered the train. 052-1 has expressed surprise and dismay to having traveled back in time 4 years, but appears to be otherwise unchanged and unharmed. She has been determined to currently exist in this timeline and must be held indefinitely to prevent unwanted temporal effects. Passenger 52-2 entered train June 12th of 1976 and recovered March 15th, 2008. Subject entered train when lost on the way to Studio 54. Although unharmed and not a temporal threat, S052-2 is being held at the examining psychiatrist believes 30 fucking hell. 052-2 is being held as the examining psychiatrist believes 32 years is too long a period over which to facilitate successful reintegration. Passenger 52-3 entered train December 6th of 2014 and recovered on June 20th of 2009. A tourist from Jacksonville, Florida. Subject 52-3 now speaks Albanian instead of English. Held due to
Good.
05 orders. Free. Subjects from the future as well as possible reintegration difficulties. Passenger 52-4. Entered train June 13th, 2009. Recovered June 27th, 2009. Note. Agent from test 52-3. Agent returned with his hand surgically removed and a note in his pockets with the message, "Send no more." Subject does not remember his experience on the train, but when subjected to hypnosis, revealed data expunged. Passenger 52-5, agent redacted, entered train at unknown future date in violation of protocol. On July 11th, 2009, the body of subject was violently thrown from the train, landing 10 meters away. On examination, subject was found to have been redacted, but the security should be increased to prevent subject from entering SCP-52 is under consideration.
Hold on a moment. I want to check something. Euclid.
No.
Okay. Because, like,
Literally
considering
not
just
allowed.
what I'm thinking right now is just considering, like, the possibilities of what could happen with this SCP. Like, what if there's just, like, a time in the future where everyone just jumps into this thing? Like, hundreds and
Yeah.
hundreds of people. Like, the world is ending, and it's just, like, one of the things the Foundation does to try and save people.
Imagine trying to
Like-
deal with fucking a Polyon outbreak and then some fucker just jumps in.
Like, this could be so dangerous.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the fact that they've left it in New York is really, really fucky.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's kind of hard to justify ripping out the fucking train
Yeah.
and the tracks, I assume. Let's see. Passenger 52-6 claims to be a level 4 supervisor from the SCP Federation who entered the train in December 2124. Subject had been administered a Class A prime amnestic prior to boarding in a successful attempt to avoid the fate of passengers 52-4 and 52-5. Recovered February 6th of 2010. As he will never be released from Foundation custody, O5 Command has approved sharing otherwise classified information about other artifacts in our possession in hopes of gaining new methods of containment and becoming fully aware of future security breaches. Agent has been cooperative and claims that it is good that we do not know how to open SCP-699. Subject turned visibly pale and refused to discuss this item further. To be a survivor of the Great Zombie Plague of 2092 caused by an SCP-008 containment breach. Incredible. That SCP redacted can be killed by redacted, and SCP redacted to try this has been denied by O5, and that he worked for Dr. Jack Bright.
Of course
Please
he
check and
did.
see if that doesn't just direct to
It's probably his
Bright's
amulet.
page.
No, it's not.
Major Tom.
What?
Fuck is this?
What? No. No.
I love how you clicked
No.
on Dr. Jack Bright and I see Major Tom.
No. No. Just no.
Major
Just
Tom.
Oh my god.
Just no.
Okay, well, we're gonna
Oh, hey,
have
That's
to
what I'm
963.
for in a fanfic.
Oh, hey,
okay, we're gonna
963.
have to save that for that hypothetical further
Oh, hey,
exploration thing.
here's the amulet.
There's something in the paragraph that I've seen. Because karma's a bitch is what I just saw.
Yeah,
Why?
Okay, we're- Apologies. As
Why
funny
is-
as that would be, Helix is gonna have a fit.
Why is my ex a 3-minute drive from me right now? I don't like that.
Oh.
I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, why
That's-
is he
This would
there?
literally
Can
be
he get
over an
out?
hour.
Yeah, it would.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
What is that image?
Brad,
it's
this is
fun.
your turn. Well, Brad, this is your turn.
Beans. I've got to read the homicidal child murderer one, I guess.
Michael Myers.
Hold on, I'm looking at Junior right now.
Junior.
He looks really cute. I can't exactly get like a good angle of him, but he's like kind of stretching his arms out. That you should see how precariously my webcam is stationed right now because it's like on the corner of
Take
my
a picture.
You know, I could do that.
Take a
Hold on.
picture.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna take a picture and put it in VC text on the
Okay.
server.
Also, I just want to say for the record, who wears that borderline orange of pants?
Prison
Oh, yeah.
Fucking words for
Or it
whoever.
might be. It might be an
D-class.
escaped convict.
It's a D
Actually, yeah, I
class.
guess it could be a D class. You're right.
Yeah.
Or
It just looks like a stock photo though. So
Ow. I bought a set of headbands.
Yeah, someone.
And my head is too big. They hurt.
yeah, no,
really
I
bad.
understand what a D class looks like. It's just
Did you
This is
take the
7
picture,
days to
Brendan?
die.
oh god, it does.
It does kind of
Oh,
look
secret
like it.
laboratory mentioned.
Oh, this guy goes
Did you take the-
hard. Oh.
Did you take
Oh,
the
yeah.
picture?
Hold on, I'm a little
Oh, yeah.
distracted right now.
What the fuck is that picture? Oh
Okay,
my
that's a little
god.
fine though.
Robots.
No, that's Secret Laboratory. I played that game.
No, we're not putting on the D class song. Fuck off, we fit.
Alright, hold on. I'm grabbing a pic now.
I am a D class. I am a D class.
Damn it, Vickle.
Oh, all right.
Brendan, I bought a set of headbands yesterday, and they're too small. They're really tight on my huge ass head, but I need to wear it. That is so precarious.
sent
What
it
That
in
is
VC.
precarious.
I sent it in VC text.
That
Jesus
is a
Christ,
very
man.
precarious thing.
What the hell, bro?
That's what I need to
I
get the kitty cam, dude.
Oh, you
I don't
won't
want to
get-
fucking know. Don't tell me how you did that, because it's gonna stop working.
Yeah.
Just don't bump it.
Alright, Helix.
Can you
No
zoom
more
in on his-
stalling.
Zoom in on his toe beans with the camera.
I don't think the cord for the webcam goes that far. It is still working, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
Helix, close out of the G-Class Google page,
We
get
have
to it.
an ad right now, so I'm gonna wait until that's over. At least it's
I'll get-
saying there's an ad. Whoever
I'll
knows.
get rid of the D-Class page anyway.
I already did get rid of the D class page.
I'm so glad you've come around with it.
The song is not worth it.
Yeah, no, I was already not going to let him put that on.
Yeah. I forgot the creepy music.
I would
this
have
time.
personally tried claiming the stream at that point.
I kind of just want to throw things at Junior.
That's
Oh,
impressive.
You want to just throw Junior?
I'm gonna ball up like
Don't throw
I'm gonna
Junior.
ball up a piece of toilet paper and throw it at him.
Oh, here,
Okay.
Brian, I'm coming in your mouth.
Toilet at Junior? That's so rude.
He didn't even notice. he literally didn't even wake up.
He's such an eepy boy.
I just farted a little and he jumped.
Oh, here,
Anyways, are we...
Yeah, we're reading.
Alright, get to it.
Get to it.
Item number SCP-53. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures.
Oh,
What?
hang on, I think the stream is... Let me just double check and make sure it's just on my end. Okay, it is. Good. Carry on.
Special containment procedures. SCP-53 is to be contained in an area no less than 5 meters by 5 meters, and given adequate room to move. Toys, books, games, and other recreational devices are to be amply provided and rotated every 3 months. Proper bedding, bathroom, and medical facilities are to be maintained at all times. Food should be provided 3 times daily, and 2 snacks are allowed if requested. No physical
Oh.
contact is to me. What?
Sorry, snacks.
Oh, okay.
God fucking damn it.
No physical
Sorry.
contact is to be made with SCP-53 without full atmosphere containment suit and eye shield. No eye
Ah.
contact is to be made with SCP-53 for any reason. Any objects given to personnel by SCP-53 may be removed, but must be given to quarantine for examination. Only one member of personnel may be present in the room at any given time and must be secured by a safety line of steel cable. This is just like Lauren's containment.
What? I zoned out. What's happening?
Anyone in the
Wow.
room must be secured by a safety line of steel cable, and she is to be provided 2 snacks at request.
That sounds like
Yes.
something Lauren would do.
I prefer to be I prefer to use bungee cords, not a steel cable.
Well, no, the steel
I can
cable is for the
bounce.
personnel's protection, so they can be pulled out away from you.
Oh.
Either that
Boo.
or, the opposite, pulls them away from you so that they don't harm
I
you.
got a TikTok today that said there was this woman that said, "I'm suing a man," and I was like, "Yes!" And then she wanted to explain that he's stalking her. But all the comments were like, "Girl, you didn't have to explain. You said you were suing a man, and I was in."
That sounds about right.
I was like, "Yeah."
All personnel must be removed from SCP-53's containment chamber within 10 minutes of entering. Any personnel who begin to act erratically, scream, or attempt to grab SCP-53 are to be removed and quarantined. Any personnel attempting to remove their suit are to also be quarantined and removed. No sharp objects or firearms are allowed within SCP-53's containment room. SCP-53 appears to be a small 3-year-old girl. That is like not a 3-year-old.
Stock image.
Yeah. The 3-year-old girl? Jesus. Okay. Where was I? She is capable of basic speech and appears to be slightly above average in mental development. She has a generally pleasant personality and rarely seems upset, becoming agitated only in the presence of groups of people.
Fair
Any and
enough.
all humans over the age of 3 who make eye contact with, physical touch, or remain around SCP-53 for longer than 10 minutes will rapidly become irrational, paranoid, and homicidal. Most, if not all,
Does
of these feelings will be directed at SCP-53. What? Were you saying something?
does that have an actual article tied to it, or
I'll check that after.
yeah,
An
it's fine.
afflicted subjects will attempt to kill SCP-53 after first killing or driving off all humans visible to them. Those attempting to kill SCP-53 will suffer massive heart attacks or seizures and die seconds after doing any physical damage to SCP-53. SCP-53 will regenerate almost instantaneously from any wound, regardless of severity. SCP-53 appears wholly ignorant of these effects and ignores any and all subjects affected. When questioned about the effect, SCP-53 is incapable of response.
So what
Oh,
about
wait, hang on. So if it's to what degree does it ignore them? Does it just not notice that it's being attacked, or
I imagine
plus
it does. It's just it doesn't matter because it heals back. So I
what about
imagine.
so it's apathetic then? In that
Uh,
case, okay.
the people that are under the age of 3?
No, they're fine.
yeah, chill.
Okay.
I like the
No.
idea that they put in a kid who was about to turn 4, and then it was just
Yeah, no, we're just not. I swear.
nope.
Is it what? Who's the author of this?
Probably
Probably
the same
Commander.
person.
Like, I swear something that these people are doing is just they'll just put a fucking link on some random text in one of their more popular articles, going to a new one so it gets more traction. Which I kind of understand on a website as big as this, but at the same time, it makes things so much more confusing and should not be allowed.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see where the author is.
You can check history, but it's really not worth looking into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, nice try, idiot.
Yeah, no, I don't care enough to verify that what I'm saying is true. All I know is half of these red links just don't mean anything. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. If you guys want to decide who's doing this one.
No.
Luke.
If I am doing this, I'm taking another
to
drink.
sneeze.
Yep.
Oh man. Spicy water.
In the alcoholic sense or the caffeinated sense?
Alcoholic. Alright.
I've heard both be referred to that way, so
Yeah,
What did you
that's
say? I
true.
zoned out again.
It was
spicy water.
Spicy water. I pretty much called it alcohol.
No, you called spicy water and then I asked.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alright. Fine, I'll read it. I'll read it. Item number SCP-054. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. Subject is I just saw a can of Pepsi whenever I checked his stream. I saw a can of Pepsi pop up for a second. Subject is held in a water light isolation room outfitted with specialized climate control equipment. An ornate fountain filled with water stands in this water stands in the center of the enclosure. I had a brain fart for a second, I don't know why. Maintenance personnel are required to wear NBC suits while inside the containment area and must spend 10 minutes in a special drying room after exiting. In the event of a breach, the surrounding area should be evacuated and the enclosure flushed with liquid nitrogen. The fountain's chemical levels and volume are to be monitored and maintained. Spring water should be used as 5-4 is highly sensitive to hydrological conditions. 054 has developed a mistrust for human males during its confinement. Thus, assignment of female personnel is recommended. Description: out of the water, the subject most often appears as a female humanoid with a mean volume of 90 liters, comprised entirely of water. Other forms are possible, commonly geometric shapes. When it enters a body of water, it becomes indistinguishable from its surroundings. The subject must periodically return to a body of water in order to maintain its volume due to evaporation. Initially found it was moved to Site-08 for further study. Subject was initially curious about Foundation personnel and seemed to enjoy interacting with maintenance staff and researchers and mimicking their forms. After a number of weeks, the creature apparently felt comfortable enough to remain out of the water during routine monitoring, though it retreated when attempts were made to study its composition. 054 is apparently composed of normal water with no detectable differences compared to ordinary spring water from the same source. No thermal, electromagnetic, biological, or other phenomenon has ever been detected in its body that would suggest how it animates. Water lost by 054 to evaporation exhibits no special properties when condensed. Experiments with 054 were halted following data expunged. 2 researchers injured. After this incident, containment protocols were updated. Subject thereafter exhibited signs of mistrust and aggression around male personnel, which made up the majority of the original research staff. Subject reclassified Euclid. You might want to scroll down too whenever you're ready.
I don't wanna. You do it.
Okay, hold up.
Good
All right. Partial transcripts. Audio Journal 054-A. Water loss experiment. Subject becomes withdrawn and inactive when denied access to water. Its compact shape is theorized to reduce surface area exposed to evaporation. For the first few days, it moved eagerly to greet anyone entering its enclosure and behave excitably, possibly indicates an understanding by the subject that we control its access of water supplies. Subject seized this behavior yesterday, presumably in recognition that no help was forthcoming. Temperature extremes testing. We got authorization to attempt sub-zero testing this morning. The subject became lethargic and the temperature fell and froze completely after I don't know that word actually. Spectroscopy or something like that.
Spectroscopy.
Yeah. Of the ice crystal revealed no abnormalities. Ice chips were collected for study. This is in stark contrast to its behavior in the 95-degree tests. When it became aggressive and attempted to escape its enclosure, we submitted a work order to combine the climate control equipment with the subject's standard enclosure, as it has begun to resist efforts to transport it to experimental chambers with increasingly desperate behavior. Memory and conditioning evaluation. Subject has proven unexpectedly adept at navigating complex mazes and solving puzzles. Dr. Seskel has finally overcome the problem of motivating the subject by the application of electrical shocks and / silica dissectants.
Dissecants, I guess?
Dissectants. He joked that we should have it trained to fetch in no time. And after observing its methods, I think he might be right. Note, subject to be allowed a 48-hour recuperation period. It seemed to be lagging in its progress at the end of the week's experiments.
Are you okay over there?
No, sorry. It was just happening because my feet are killing me. I have to try
Okay.
and walk.
Got it. Just take a sec. It's fine.
I thought she was like, oh, the observing of methods. Ooh.
Ooh, kill him.
Ooh.
All right.
Anyways.
Ooh. Acid/base incorporation experiment. Last log entry. Thank God. I am starting with a 0.5 MHCl solution. I know it's like hydrogen chloride or whatever, but I just wanted to shorten it. I have no idea what will happen, but if this thing incorporates homeostatic mechanisms, like I suspect, then we should get some insight into how it maintains its form. Temperature in the enclosure has been lowered to 278 Kelvin. Damn, that's lowered? To help control 54's increasingly erratic behavior. Damn. Addendum 054-B. After 5 years with no incidents, subject rating has been downgraded to safe. On recommendation of Dr. Experiments will resume under the auspices of Biology Unit E7. Caution should still be exercised when interacting with subject.
Remind me, what's room temperature for Kelvin again?
0. No, that's absolute 0.
Yes.
Absolute. Is it actually?
It's probably just like 200.
Oh, 294 is
Yeah.
about 70 degrees. Okay, so
Oh,
how
it's just
much did
hearing.
they lower it by? 278.
So it was just like you see that number, and I'm thinking maybe it's like a greater number or something like that for the temperature.
Oh, so
That's
278 is like 41 degrees. I understand.
oh.
Damn. Shit, okay.
Because yeah, seeing that number, it's like, oh, is it like a bigger number of temperature, or it's like, you know,
I see. I see. Alright. Well, that's a novel little thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It didn't really go into much detail about the SCP itself. They're just like, why water live?
and
Why
pretty
do
much
water
it's
alive?
just, and pretty much
Oh, we
any
got a getter.
fem
Huh.
Oh. I think is it your turn,
Interesting.
Mord? I think it's
What?
Mord's. Is it not your turn, Mord?
No, it should be his
Yeah, probably
turn.
should be at this point. Oh, this is under the Antimemetics Division hub. Okay, that's gonna get weird then. Alright. Just one moment. Alright. Object number SCP-55. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Object is kept within a 5x5 by 2.5 meter square room constructed of cement, 50 centimeters thick, with a Faraday cage surrounding the cement walls. Access is via a heavy containment door measuring 2 by 2.5 meters constructed on bearings to ensure door closes and locks automatically unless held open deliberately. Security guards are not to be posted outside SCP-55's room. It is authorized that all personnel maintaining or guarding other SCP objects in the vicinity try to maintain a distance of at least 50 meters from the geometric center of the room, as long as this is reasonably practical. Description: SCP-55 or 055 is a self-keeping secret or anti-meme. Information about SCP-055's physical appearance as well as its nature, behavior, and its origin is self-classifying. To clarify, how Site-19 originally acquired SCP-055 is unknown, when 055 was obtained and by whom is unknown. SCP-055's physical appearance is unknown. It is not indescribable or invisible. Individuals are perfectly capable of entering 055's container and observing it, taking mental or written notes, making sketches, taking photographs, and even making audio or video recordings. An extensive log of such observations is on file. However, information about 055's physical appearance leaks out of human mind soon after such an observation. Individuals tasked with describing 055 afterwards find their minds wandering and lose interest in the task. Individuals tasked with sketching a photograph of 055 are unable to remember what the photograph looked like, as are researchers overseeing these tests. Security personnel who have observed 055 via closed-circuit television cameras emerge after a full shift exhausted and effectively amnesiac about the events of the previous hours. Who authorized the construction of 055's containment room, why it was constructed in this way, or what the purpose of the described containment procedures may be, are all unknown. Despite 055's container being easily accessible, all personnel on Site-19 claim no knowledge of 055's existence when challenged.
Hold
Helix,
on.
if you please.
I know. My chair made a loud cracking noise, and so I was trying to make sure I wasn't about to fall.
I see. Don't do that. I need you to scroll for me.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Pedro's climbing back onto the bed.
Incredible. All these facts are periodically rediscovered, usually by chance readers of this file, causing a great deal of alarm. This state of concern lasts minutes at most, before the matter is simply forgotten about. A great deal of scientific data has been recorded from 055, but cannot be studied. At least one attempt has been made to destroy 055, or possibly move it from containment at Site 19 to another site, meaning failure for reasons unknown. SCP-055 may present a major physical threat and indeed may have killed many hundreds of personnel and we would not know it. Certainly presents a gigantic memetic mental threat, hence its Keter classification. Document 55-1. Analysis of SCP-055. The author puts forward the hypothesis that 055 was never formally acquired by, and is in fact an autonomous or remotely controlled agent inserted at Site 19 by an unidentified third party for one or all of the following purposes: to silently observe or interfere with activities at Site 19, activities at other SCP locations, activities of humanity worldwide, other SCP objects, or redacted. No action to counter any of these potential threats is suggested, or indeed theoretically possible. Addendum A. Hey, if this thing really is an anti-meme, why doesn't the fact that it's an anti-meme get wiped? We must be wrong about that somehow. Wait a minute, what if we were to keep notes about what it isn't? Would we remember those? From Bartholomew Hughes at the NSA.
NASA.
Shut the fuck.
Did he see NSA and go, nah?
I did not. Yes, he did.
damn Sorry.
Document 55-2. Report of Dr. John Marashek. Survey Team 19-055-127BXC. Was successfully able to enter SCP-055's container and ascertain the appearance and, to some degree, the nature of the object. Note were taken according to the project methodology. See redacted. After which the container was sealed again. Excerpt from a transcript of personnel debriefing follows. All right. Who's who in this? Seemed to be very long, but
I want to participate.
all right. Are you Dr. Hughes or redacted?
I could be a doctor for once.
I was gonna recommend Lauren for the redacted position.
No, I'm itchy. I can't.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot of reading. It's like 5 sentences maybe.
How do you know if she can read?
Am I looking at it? What am I looking at?
This. Well, mostly this.
The names that are blacked out in the box are what you would be reading if you
I
agree.
want you to play this character. Alright.
Sure.
All right, and then who's Dr. Hughes?
Me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna need to ask you some questions about number 55 now.
Number what?
SCP Object 55, the object you just examined.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think we have a 55.
Okay, then. I'd like you to tell me what you've been doing for the past 2 hours.
What? I don't know.
Okay, then. Do you remember that we all agreed that it wasn't spherical?
That what wasn't. Oh, right. It isn't round at all. Object 55 isn't round.
So you remember it now?
Well, no. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know there is one. It's something you can't remember, and it's not a sphere.
Wait a minute. What's not a sphere?
Object 55.
Object what?
Doc, do you remember agreeing that something wasn't shaped like a sphere?
Oh, right!
You know, maybe having those two read that was fitting.
That was a fucking perfect
That was
cast.
fitting.
That was a perfect cast.
That was perfect, not gonna lie.
I really tried to act it out.
No, you did pretty good, actually.
You did great. You're very good at acting confused.
Yeah.
Great, thanks, Helix.
My
Anyways,
natural state.
it appears to be possible to remember what SCP-55 is, negations of fact, and to repeatedly deduce its existence from these memories. Personnel involved in Survey 19-055-127BXE reported moderate levels of disorientation and psychological trauma associated with cycles of repeated memory and forgetfulness of SCP-55. Ugh. Sorry, just reading the fucking survey name gave me maybe a little lightheaded. However, no long-term behavioral or health problems were observed, and psych assessments of survey personnel showed consistent reports of this distress fading over time. Recommendations. It may be worthwhile to post at least one staff member capable of remembering the existence of SCP-55 to each critical site. Next,
Dementia.
we need to talk about 55.
It's pretty much dementia.
And we're gonna take a look at this, but there is an ad break coming up, so if it is something,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't tell me it's going to be a large one. God damn it!
God damn it. I want to read these, but he keeps saying no!
It looks entirely unrelated to 55 until, like, halfway fucking through it.
It's just dementia. That's all I'm going to say. It's just dementia, pretty much. What are we talking about? Oh, that one. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh,
I think they
that
only
one.
briefly mention it here as just an example of an anti-meme. And then it just starts talking about other shit again. Yeah.
Fine.
Like here they mention fucking SCP-5009, or no, you get it.
4987.
And then
Fine.
it goes to that. Oh my fucking
No. Out, gone.
What are you doing?
How deep does the
Stop
rabbit
going.
hole go?
we're just
It's
reading.
colorless green. What the fuck?
Get me out of here! Oh, jeez.
Don't leave me here.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the next SCP article. Thanks.
Christ.
You're welcome. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay. This isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Is it my turn? I think it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your
Yeah, sure.
turn.
I think we're waiting for the ad break to end, though.
Okay.
Oh, Garrett, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
I'm feeling romantic.
What are we talking about?
I'm
Oh,
feeling romantic.
right.
Oh, right.
All right.
I really do love how it's pretty much just dementia, basically short-term memory loss.
You're short?
Yeah, I'm pretty short. I have terms coming up, so
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
He has turds coming up?
Yeah, what do they call it?
Short on his
Dingleberries?
turd quota.
Yeah, the turd quota.
Sorry, I'm looking at the article a little bit ahead, and I'm looking at the measurements. Holy fuck!
What's so bad about the measurement?
No, like how much the fucking how much the bodybuilder can lift. Holy fuck!
Oh, that 250 kilograms. Did you convert that to pounds?
Yeah, and for reference, I've also got the 30 kilograms.
What is it all together?
Okay, so 250 kilograms for reference is 550 pounds.
Oh shit!
I've seen that.
And so that's a difference between what he can lift versus their best security guard by a difference of 66 pounds.
Which honestly, I've seen that before.
How the fuck can one of their security guards lift over 480 pounds?
Potatoes out here.
As someone that goes to the
did
gym,
a really cute thing.
Take a picture of my pile of shit.
What?
But as someone that goes to the gym, I've seen that before. Actually, someone lifting 550.
Yeah,
no fucking shot. You've seen 550.
I was the barbell.
I have. You were not the barbell.
Your ass is not fat, Helix. I don't care what you say.
You ain't some Discord moderator. Well, technically you are, but
He owns a Discord
no,
server,
I'm
arguably
actually
it's
technically
worse.
not a Discord moderator. Do you think I actually do anything in my own server?
No, all you do is just stream. That's
I'm a Discord
You're-
owner, not a Discord moderator.
I see.
Mhm,
Anyways, we're
okay.
reading the fucking article now.
No.
All right, let's do it.
Alright, well, that's
Alright.
gonna be it for stream, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Have a
kind of
good day.
sleepy. Kind of. Item
Book some
number
NyQuil.
SCP-56. Object
Yes.
class Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-56 has been kept in a room of its choosing with whatever furnishings it expresses desire for. That's pretty just like straight out of the fucking gate. Like, just give him what
Good,
he
that's
wants.
great. I'm so glad.
Level 1 personnel and above may interact with SCP-56 at any time they choose for a time length not exceeding 2 hours. The subject is to be guarded by a minimum of 3 security staff at all times with shift changes every 4 hours. Each guard is to be armed with non-lethal tranquilizer pistols loaded with no less than 1,500 microliters of non-lethal tranquilizer pistols.
Mm.
No, I started reading the same thing again. Cyclopyrrolene tranquilizer, close enough. Any irregularities in personnel and staff developed by extended exposure to SCP-56 will result in psychological examination and relocation to site data expunge. The subject is to be allowed access to any object it desires with the exceptions of weapons, communications devices, and internet connection, and other SCP objects. It may wander in research sector redacted as it wills, but never allowed to access to floors with exits. In the event of an emergency or if SCP-56 becomes violent, it is to be subdued and contained within its room if possible. At no time should personnel attempt to harm SCP-56. See Addendum 2B.
Nice.
Description. SCP-56 is a being of variable size, gender, and appearance, which changes in response to the environment around it, especially in regards to living and sentient beings. Oh. Hold on just a moment, I'm grabbing a drink.
He's grabbing a drink.
Its most common form is of a handsome man in his middle 20s, dressed in a garb of similar appearance to that of the personnel guarding it, but of a higher quality and aesthetic value. However, it has been recorded as taking these forms. It's just
Sorry,
That's
I just really like the idea of there's like 4 MTF operatives in the room at the time, but one of them's just excessively dripped the fuck out compared to the rest.
He's got like
All right,
gold
guys.
chains and like shit like that.
No,
like-
not gold chains. It's just
All right, guys.
the
we're
only
gonna check
difference
up
is
on
he's
this.
got like nicer shoes.
At least you can.
He's
always
got the
tell him
Jordans
apart.
on.
Oh, he wouldn't be caught dead in some lower class shoes.
I wouldn't be caught dead in combat boots.
Wait, there was 3 of us. Who's the 4th guy? Yo, look at his Jordans.
And any attempts to provocate it by disclaiming it's Jordan's fake will result in termination.
A large.
That's a good.
A large, well-groomed Labrador Retriever, when exposed to Dr. Redacted's dog. A woman of similar appearance to famous actress Scarlett Johansson when passing by
I'm
a
so
group
glad.
of younger female staff. A
Let's
female
go.
doctor in a white lab coat when speaking with various researchers. When asked to take an IQ test, the subject scored nearly 30 points higher than the highest scoring researcher available.
Yo!
A male bodybuilder who was able to lift nearly 250 kilograms twice on a bench press machine in the sector's gym. This was 30 kilograms heavier than the strongest security guard's maximum at the time. A couch of
Again, for
extremely-
reference, over 550 fucking pounds.
A
God.
couch
Yeah.
of extremely pleasing aesthetic value when left alone in the subject's room. So he just.
He's a fucking superhero.
He's just a fucking mimic.
He's a mimic who mimics things slightly better than they are. So like
Yes.
It's a mimic with a fucking superiority complex and
Oh.
doesn't need to eat people. It's hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
bench press machine. I was thinking deadlift because I've seen someone deadlift 550 pounds before. Never seen it on a bench press machine though.
I took back the
Huh.
piece of toilet paper I threw at Junior, and now he's looking at me angrily.
That was his.
Sorry,
This is mine.
mine now.
Telling.
Anyways.
These changes will generally occur the moment all people in the area lose focus on the subject, which occurs immediately upon exposure to a new object or person. See Addendum 3. Filming these changes has proved inconsequential, as any viewing the tapes or feeds suffer the same momentary confusion. Clothing will also change during this time, though SCP-58 has yet to manifest any sort of tools or weapons. Also, I just noticed it doesn't even have SCP-58 there. It's just 56. Or 50. I said 58. 56.
Weird.
It is theoretically
Huh.
impossible to view SCP-56's original or natural form. When left in an empty concrete cell and under closed-loops video surveillance, it took on the form of a higher quality camera and appeared to monitor the camera watching it. Further attempts to yield its natural form discovered that when alone, it had no readable life signs, including body temperature, heartbeat, or weight. It is assumed by researchers that it could not exist without any sort of perception. Personnel in contact with the subject often report feeling jealous or unsatisfied, yet will often give a great deal of both positive and negative attention to SCP-56, which can be predicted by their personality types. Security staff will often claim that they wish to follow the subject's commands, even if they dislike it or its current form, while researchers in extended contact with it will often try to argue and verbally abuse it, which will usually result in the subject sending them out in shame. SCP-56 is quite capable of speech and can apparently communicate in any language, verbal or not, and has shown fluency in over 200 dialects, including those invented by cryptographers and hobbyists. It frequently treats the staff around it with disdain, though it is generally willing to do whatever is asked of it, so long as the inquiring does so in a submissive way. Oh.
Oh.
It expresses interest in magazines, fashion, automobiles, theoretical science, sports, and a multitude of other subjects, usually expressing greater knowledge and understanding of the topic than the person communicating with it. Personnel will generally become angry, disenchanted, or disgusted with SCP-56 after speaking with it for great lengths of time, though they will try to speak with it again if possible. When questioned about other SCPs, it showed fear and occasionally hatred and refused to speak about any of them, even objects classified as safe. Additional. Subject was found to be working for the clothing design company Redacted after an unusual number of homicides, suicides, and mental breakdowns of other models when working around SCP-56. When Class E personnel attempted to detain it, their mannerisms provoked it to change into what appeared to be the form of Redacted, resulting in the deaths of 17 agents and 10 civilians. The incident was covered up by claiming an employee suffered from psychopathy, brought a firearm to work, and attacked other workers. Addendum 1. Those with level 4 or above clearance refer to Document 956. Document 956. Audio recording of first encounter with SCP-56. Alright. This is
Yep.
pretty short. Do I just do it all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Hey, listen up. Whatever you are, you're under arrest for murder. No. Go away. You need to come with us right now. You don't want to do that. You stupid little man.
No.
The fuck? It looks just like Redacted. Gunshots and screaming. Tape ends.
I've made a
Stupid little
mistake.
man.
I've made a mistake.
You made a mistake?
No.
Letting you read.
It was good. You can't lie, it was funny.
Yeah.
Addendum 2. See Document 956-1. Document 956-1. Behavioral testing for SCP-56. Testing procedures expunge. 1 male D-class personnel armed with a knife, intent to harm subject. Subject appeared as a lean, fit man of approximately 20 years of age. Subject proceeded to disarm and kill personnel.
Well.
One
Just my
female
type.
Class D personnel bearing a bottle of fine wine, intent to offer subject a gift. Subject appeared as a beautiful woman, accepted the gift, and upon tasting, spit it back in the personnel's face before waving her away. 2 G-Class personnel, both male and female, carrying nothing and intending nothing. Subject appeared as a beautiful woman in a well-tailored business suit, examined both personnel, then dismissed them. 10 Class D personnel, all male, intending and carrying nothing. Subject appeared as a beautiful woman dressed in a low-cut red dress. After approximately 10 minutes, all personnel began showing signs of irritation and 5 minutes later broke out in fighting. Subject waved them away after watching them for 7 minutes. 1 female level 4 personnel voted to be best looking woman on facility. Why the fuck would they have that?
I don't know.
The SCP Foundation mandated beauty contest, I fucking guess. Carried nothing, intended nothing. Subject appeared as an extremely aesthetically pleasing woman and displayed a large lexicon and understanding of management skills. Spoke to personnel for nearly 90 minutes until personnel became infuriated and left the room. Addendum 3. Note from Dr. Kenneth. I was recently informed that 56 has repeatedly requested access to the internet. When I asked 56 about this, it told me that we were unable to provide it with enough sycophants, and that it wanted the whole world to know its face. Needless to say, its request was denied. It's just a dick.
Well.
Sycophants, not psychophants.
You were recently voted to be the best looking woman in the facility. Oh, what do I win? Sierra 56.
We're gonna show you a better looking woman in the facility.
Hell.
Oh.
What if you were voted
Oh.
the ugliest? Do you think you'd get shot?
Damn, that's
No.
one way to go.
Sorry, I was kind of
That's
let
kinda
my
shitty.
They
brain
hold a yearly
just
ugliest
go wild.
competition, and they feed whoever placed the lowest to a random SCP.
No, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I
Let's
don't want to
put her
lose.
in the femur
Bang.
breaker.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is it Garrett's turn, I think?
My turn. Yeah.
Oh man, is that incident report an experiment log? You promise?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Excuse me.
No.
Okay.
Item number SCP-057. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. Site 57 has been constructed to facilitate SCP-057 as relocation is not feasible. It is highly improbable that any outside knowledge of the artifact exists based on the circumstances of its discovery.
Circumference.
I was about to say circumference. Of its discovery, and thus security is of minimal concern. No containment procedures are required other than the prevention of unauthorized access. All research will be delegated to Dr. Lewis and Dr. Walston, unless further specified. Due to the irretrievability of those placed inside 057, access will be granted with the approval of no fewer than 2 members of O5. The description.
I want to draw attention to what WeFit posted in VC text. Or no, was it VC text or was it something else? I don't remember what they posted it in.
Daniel and the cooler Daniel.
Yeah, cool.
We have to raise our average beauty ranking, and all of you know far too much to be fired.
Oh man. Oh. All
Take her to Detroit.
Description. 057 is a subterranean chamber with an approximate cylindrical height of 3 meters and diameter of 18 meters. Artifact is comprised of impenetrable slate-colored stone. Inside the chamber are dozens of parallel-piped monoliths extending from floor to ceiling that slide in various directions while 057 is active. It was discovered several meters below during the construction of a secure containment enclosure of SCP. Consequently, SCP was assigned an alternate location at site. An entrance to the chamber is located on the northeast side. When a human enters, the door shuts and the walls inside the chamber move in such a way as to require the subject's constant attention to maintain a safe course through the artifact. The monoliths slowly open and close until the subject either surrenders or exhausts themselves, at which time 057 crushes them and reverts to its original inactive state after a period of approximately 20 seconds. This process lasts only as long as subject inside 057 is alive, and has proven to take days. Extended testing proposals to gauge the limits of the artifact have been discouraged. All tests on animals, machines, and cadavers have proven futile. Only a living, breathing human is being able to initiate this process upon entering 057.
Mods, throw him in the Gravebuster.
Gravebuster! Oh, shit. Incident 057-1. During the excavation of the artifact, a worker employed by the Foundation for the unearthing process entered the chamber without permission at roughly 12:57 a.m. Upon entering the artifact, the doors shut and a dull rumble began to emanate from the chamber. Standard lockdown procedure was initiated and all personnel in the vicinity were evacuated. A remote operated vehicle, ROV, was deployed in order to safely determine the cause of the event and to gauge any possible threat of 057. Aside from the rumbling noises produced during the event, no anomalous effects outside the artifact were observed. At 4:32 a.m. of the following day, 057 suddenly shut down and returned to its original state as the door shifted back into its open position. At 5:32 a.m., the area was declared safe, and the excavation process was completed without further incident. The worker in question was never recovered.
Gone. Stole them.
Gone. Stole them. Oh,
Munch,
shit.
munch, munch. Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Bum bum bum.
A bum bum bum.
Green giant.
Yum. Experiment log 57-1. A controlled experiment for the purpose of exploring the interior of 057 was requested by doctors. I just saw DR. Oh, doctors. That's why I see two names. Never mind. Doctors Lewis and Wollston and approved shortly thereafter by O5 Council. D1021 was equipped with a... Wait, what?
Equipped.
My bad. Equipped
Sorry.
with
Sorry, just caught
a radio able to send and receive transmissions to and from the doctors. Upon entering the chamber, the artifact behaved as expected, with the door abruptly shutting behind D1021. The following is a transcript of the communication between Dr. Lewis, Dr. Wollston, and D1021. So I guess we all get a part on this.
I could be D class if someone wants to take the doctor, or vice versa. However we want to do this.
I could take the doctor.
All right.
There's 2 doctors. Which doctor you want to be, Lewis or
yeah.
Woolston?
I'll be Lois.
I'll be Woolston.
All right. Hey, you didn't tell me the door would close. Can you open again? This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Negative. Please proceed as advised and describe your surroundings.
Okay, well, there are a bunch of stone columns in here, and they keep rearranging their positions.
D1021, what is your status?
Damn columns snuck up on me. They're moving around, arranging themselves so they...
What is it?
The columns behind me are closing up. The ones ahead of me are spreading out. I don't like this. Can't see the door anymore.
Stay calm. Move with the columns and you'll be fine.
If I stand still, they'll crush me. I have to keep moving, or they'll crush me. I'm not keeping 17 seconds of silence, I'm sorry. How long am I gonna be in here?
Timer.
Fuck off. How long am I gonna be in here?
Oh. It'll be over soon. You're doing fine. Just keep moving.
But what if I'm trapped in here? Oh, I'm trapped in here. They're gonna crush me and...
D1. Hey, listen. Get a hold of yourself. The columns will eventually lead you to an exit. Please relax and continue.
So there's an exit? Thank God. I was scared there for a second that I'd never...
Yep. Keep it up and you'll be right as rain. You're doing a great job. You'll have no trouble making parole once this is over.
The experiment
continues.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's gonna take it too long, so I'm
reading.
just gonna take it. Go ahead.
Sorry. The experiment continues without incident for another 41 minutes. At this point, D1021 becomes noticeably distressed again.
I saw how big this place is from the outside. Am I going in a circle?
Negative. Continue to proceed through the opening columns. You should find the exit.
There is no fucking exit. You bastard sons of bitches trapped me in here, and now I'm fucking trapped.
Subject begins to hyperventilate again. You are not trapped, D1021. Continue to the exit or you will be forced to...
Forced to what? There's nothing you could do to me. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die.
D1021. Panicking will only exacerbate your situation. Focus.
D1021 breaks into tears. He continues to cry for the next 2 hours as he makes his way through the columns and does not reply to any questions. Eventually, the crying ceases.
This is it. I'm gonna die. I guess I'll just stop and close my eyes. Maybe it won't be so bad. I can't.
D1021 continues to repeat this for several minutes. Eventually, he trails off and falls silent. D1021. D1021 stops in his tracks, breathing slowly but heavily. Faint sobbing is audible. D1021, proceed through the room as advised. D1021's gentle sobbing abruptly cuts off. Brief, loud cracking and snapping sounds are heard before the transmission is lost. Strangely, D1021 did not report any sightings of the remains of the excavation worker lost in Event 57-1. Accordingly, no efforts were made for the recovery of D1021's remains. As a result of this inconclusive data, reclassification of 057 to Euclid is pending.
Wow.
Junior.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
It's a weird room that you enter and then just get chased by pillars.
It's just the fucking geometry of the structure is trying to kill you
Yeah,
and eat you.
I'm
Geometry
debating if
dash.
I'm pretty tired because I didn't get a good night's sleep last night, but I'm debating if we
Alright.
stop here or if we go until 60.
We can save 58 if you want.
Yeah, we can stay on 58.
That works. Sorry for the short stream again, but I just did not have a good sleep last night.
Why
You
would he
so
die?
Already
I don't know.
very EP.
So stopped at 58.
I could theoretically bop, bop. But I'm also not going to use that next time because it remembers where I've checked. Like, if I go back here...
Oh, so I don't have to set a
Yeah,
reminder for you?
You can see where we
You
stopped.
can just, yeah, you can just
Oh, the name of
bookmark
that
this
last one was the
page.
Daily Grind.
Oh, dude, we do the daily
Alright, we haven't been
grind,
reading their
man.
unofficial names.
Last one was a beautiful person, unknown.
I am not
Oh,
saying
man.
Sunseed backwards, Weefit. That's not happening.
What do you mean? D's no. Fuck!
Damn it!
Damn it!
They played us like a damn fiddle! Anyways,
Yeah,
All
that'll
right.
be it for stream today, guys. Goodbye.
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 Bye bye.